And how did you realize you were straight? Why don't heterosexuals have this question cross their minds, right? Like, oh, when we were little, right? You get to school and you say,
gee man, oh my god. You got to be kidding me, dude. I kind of liked Juanito. No way, he used to pick his nose before, but now look. Hope he gets it out in another way.
how disgusting. One thing that surprises me is that I just realized that I never made this video.
Why, Diana? Why didn't you ever do it?
I mean, I know that it's very obvious today, right? There's very little doubt about my sexual orientation. But babies, I didn't always know it. I didn't always feel the homosexualizing ray in my being. There was a dark time in my life when I considered myself a heterosexual person. And then there was a time in my life where I considered myself a bisexual person. Until today, I don't give a damn about my label.
I don't give a damn.
Look at something very interesting. I realized that I liked women because I liked men. Here you go. I know it's hard to shuffle, but let me show you. Let me explain what it's all about. As you may know, I was a little lesbian there, baby. Small, cute, cuddly, like all babies, right? And I had no idea what it was like to be
A lesbian.
nor bisexual, nor gay, right? To me, those were like the weirdos, and sometime I got to hear like something about it. But I lived in a town, a very baby town, where those things weren't talked about because they were
Devil stuff?
So friends, well, look, I grew up practically as a very normal person. I went to elementary school, well, kindergarten, elementary school, everything was fine. My friends bullied me because I was very skinny and had mustaches. Now they still tease me because I have mustaches, but I am no longer skinny. And well, I grew up normal, right? What they call normal. Then I was 8, 9 years old, because let me tell you, I got my period very, very, very young. And I started to realize since I was very young that I didn't like dresses.
I don't like them. I can't stand them. I hate them.
But, well, then I started to realize since I was very young that I didn't like to have my hair grabbed. I didn't like to have my hair tied up in buns. I didn't like that kind of thing. That, gentleman, has nothing to do with my sexual orientation. That is called gender expression, which is a very different thing. But back then, right? A girl who didn't like to dress up, who was very sporty, well, what did they say to her? And one thing I never allowed was to be bullied at school. No, my love, no. Well, the point is that I had realized that I didn't like that. I was very sporty. I was very wild. And then the age of the twinge starts, babies. What happens, right? All your friends start having boyfriends, right? Like, oh man, I remember there was a guy that we used to call him Mike Joe's. And then they were all like, oh, no shit. And Mikey Joe's happened to be my best friend's brother.
Wow.
And I was starting to feel, I don't want to say it was really an attraction because I don't feel like it was an attraction as such, but I was starting to develop certain more evolved feelings. I mean, we went from the little letter to the I love you, to the I spend time with you, to the where are you. I mean, I was at school and I came home to talk on the phone, and 3 hours on the phone, and we'd see each other at dance, and we'd see each other at I don't know what. I mean, all the time I was with her, and all the time I was thinking about her. And here's something very funny happened. Out of the blue, one day, my best friend gave me a letter on February 14th where she wrote, I love you very much, or I hug you, or something like that. I don't quite remember what the words were, right? She was like very dry, like she didn't like to express her feelings very much. And then she gave me that letter, and I remember that at the moment I received it. Dude, like my heart... But I said, this is not normal. I mean, I didn't say it's not normal because I had no fucking idea what was supposed to feel normal. But yeah. I got too excited. And then we started with, I dedicate songs to you. And I thought, obviously I didn't dedicate those songs because it wasn't right. I said to myself, well, I can't dedicate love songs to her. But everything else she says, I do think of her. That's how I took them. I remember there was a song by Marco Antonio Solis because, dude, small town, you know, don't judge my musical tastes. The point is that there was a song by Marco Antonio Solis that I don't know what it was right now, but I used to listen to it and I thought about her a lot. Well, one day overnight, she stopped talking to me, just like that, out of nowhere. She got angry, sent me to hell. She told me she never wanted to hear from me again. I never knew the reason. But my friends, it broke my soul. I mean, really, it was my first breakup. I mean, I felt that my heart was breaking. And it was horrible. I mean, really. And I remember I wrote her a letter with a song and told her, like, just take out the romantic parts, but everything else is for you. I mean, I was practically saying, I think of you, I am in love with you, but look, take out the romantic parts. But I am almost sure that my classmates in elementary school read that letter and they bullied me and threw shit on me. And almost, I blocked that part of me, you know? I mean, I kind of said this didn't happen, bye. I remember I cried a lot. They stopped talking to me. Some of them. And after that, my dad got sick with cancer and I had to leave. Obviously, this did not mean that she was attracted to me. Dude, I repeat, we were pubescent girls of 9, 8 years old. I don't remember. Anyway, that happened in childhood and as I grew up.
There you go, there you go. So you can understand why I say that thanks to the fact that I liked men, I realized that I liked women.
So they all started like, oh dude, that the boyfriend, oh I don't know what, oh I want him to like me. And that's when we started to talk about the boyfriend with sweaty hands that we were hiding to kiss, the English week, all that crap that you play when you are young, right? And then I was like, yeah, right? Well, yes, come on, but something didn't work out, something didn't tie, right? Like there was an ingredient missing in my soup. And I started to feel the pressure from my friends because it was like, Diana, you are already pretty, right? Pretty at 11 years old. You're already attracting attention, but you're not interested in any guy. So I said, if that's the way to enter to society, I'm going to do it. Then ask yourselves what Diana did. Boyfriends? Boyfriends here. Boyfriends over there. Boyfriends over there, and so on. All the way to high school. Years went by. And then I felt the same way about another friend. But I justified all this with, dude, she's my friend, right? But I felt much more affection for my friend than for my 40 boyfriends. And it went all the way to high school that I said, there's something here that's quite curious. There's something here that is missing. There's something here that's missing, but what the fuck was it? Imagine, I was like, what's wrong? You have everything. You are pretty. You are popular. They like you. They are all over you. You have 20 dudes after you. Why aren't you happy, bitch?
Right, let's see, bitch.
But I was very homophobic and I used to throw a lot of shit at the people who went to the pink zone. Sorry for that. I already asked for forgiveness. I'm like the church asking for forgiveness for the Inquisition. But yes, I was very homophobic. And until I met someone. I remember perfectly when I met her and I said, what the fuck? This brings me to the why I realized I was a lesbian. Because I liked men. When I met my first girlfriend, the first girl I dated, I had feelings for her. And I was very much in love with her. But I kept hanging out with men. And I kept going out not with one man, but with this one, with that one, with the other, with whoever I saw, that we would go to the club and a guy would pick me up. I mean, something that now I think about and say, dude, it was my need to cover up like that. To cover up with a fucking finger, wasn't it? Reality. And I remember perfectly well that she confronted me one day and said to me, why are you doing this? Why are you like this? Why do you hang out with me, but you keep on having men? And I said, is that I have to show society that I like men because that's the right thing to do. When I came out of the closet with her, no. I mean, when I told her and some very close friends, I said, she is a lesbian, but I am bisexual.
I applied the one of, I'm not a lesbian, but my girlfriend is.
Literally, then I started to use the bisexuality thing as a defense mechanism, not to show my lesbianism. So how did I realize I liked women? When I realized that I liked men only for show. Anyway, babies, I hadn't been able to share this video with you, and the truth is that I don't know why I hadn't recorded it before if I think it's so powerful, beautiful, and it's a part that I know there are many girls behind this camera that right now are feeling exactly the way I felt at that age. If you are feeling that way, I hope that at least a little bit this video can help you to feel identified. I'm leaving now, but as always, as every moment and today more than ever, I'm sending you all it's a whole bunch of kisses. Behave very badly, but take good care of yourselves, and see you in the next video of Official Shameless. Bam, ba-dum, bam, bam, ba-dum, bam, bam, ba-dum, bam, bam.